26th time in his career. None other than the Iberian Brickhouse himself, Nick Pereira, is the all-time pass master in the history of the Major Arena Soccer League.
And fans, to really get this evening started tonight, let's welcome a young player celebrating his birthday with us tonight. Here for the ceremonial first game, fans, please welcome Tanner. All right, Tanner, first off, happy birthday, buddy. When you're ready, let's get this game started, Tanner. Yes! Let's hear it for the birthday boy joining us on this special day. To watch some Tacoma Stars soccer, Tanner, thank you so much for joining us. Here's to many, many more. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at this time, we ask that you please rise and lay over your hats. And join us in a moment of silence for the lives lost and those affected by the devastating wildfires in California. Thank you. Now please remain standing as we honor America and those who protected with the singing of our national anthem. Performed this evening by our friends from Lake Hills Elementary.
Thanks for joining us, kids, and enjoy the game today.
Welcome into the Accesso Showwear Center in Kent, Washington for another jam-packed, action-filled night of MASL. Peyton Barons alongside Cole Ridley making his MASL debut. Here's the Tacoma Stars take on the fierce rival of the San Diego Sockers. Cole, thanks so much for joining me tonight. Looking forward to tonight's match.
Peyton, it's been a long time since I watched a soccer game with you. You know what? It's been over 10 years, but I'm just glad we're back here together again.
It's going to be a good one tonight. Can't wait to see it. The Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on MASL TV. Just before the game, Nick Pereira was recognized for a massive achievement he was able to find on the road. We thought it would come in his last home match, but Nick Pereira is now MASL's all-time leader in assists, 226. He notched that on the road against the Empire Strikers. Nick Pereira, one of the kings of indoor soccer, and this Tacoma Stars team is filled with it. Between Nick Pereira, Chris Toth, a lot of star power going on. Miter is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, Miter is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at miter.com. So a big one on hand tonight. The Tacoma Stars are really struggling coming into this game. One lone win on the season. They are 1-4-1. That one lone win was here just over a month ago against this very same San Diego Sockers team. Now it's quite a different story for San Diego. Cole on the other end of it. 4-1-0. They have 4 wins, all at home. 1 loss, which came here at the Accesso Showwear Center. Only the second road match for San Diego so far this season. So you get a tale of 2 stories between these 2 teams, and hopefully we're seeing a good match tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you mentioned, you know, with Nick passing that record, now the all-time leader, let's hoping that's the turn of the stone for the Stars tonight. We're going to start moving in a positive direction, get things.
Tacoma Stars starting lineup is going to feature Nick Pereira, Mike Ramos. Tacoma Stars starting lineup is going to feature Nick Pereira, Mike Ramos, Jamail Juice Cox, Alex Caceres, and Chris Toth in the net. On the other side of things for the San Diego Soccer starting lineup, Christian Gutierrez, Leonardo de Oliveira, Gabriel Costa, Cesar Cerda, Craig Childs, and in the net, as always, number 27, Boris Pardo. Big note for the San Diego side. They are missing leading goal scorer Luis Morales. He's got 7 goals on the season, and he is not with the team tonight. Tacoma Stars looking to take advantage of this home field advantage what they can. The last time Tacoma was here was that overtime loss that they faced against the Chihuahua Savage. Went all the way to a shoot For the Stars, ended up coming up on top. This is Pereira. Stars attacking left to right across your screen. They are wearing the blue shirts, blue shorts, and the blue socks. This is Mijatovic. San Diego in the all-white with the yellow socks. Pereira top of the arc, trying to turn, little soul roll out, and this is Cox. Ramos circles the wagons, lays off. Caceres gives back to Juice. Toth finds Correa freshly on the field. Here's Cox making a run down the center. Can Correa find it? He cuts in, puts it on his left, dances his way back out. Mijatovic puts a curler on his right just wide. Hansen pins it in. Little high press from the Stars early. Hansen touches down for Pereira. Stars in full control the opening 90 seconds. Pereira swings. This is Correa near side. Mijatovic maybe has another chance from the yellow line. No, lays off for Pereira. Pereira's shot blocked away. That was Cesar Cerda. Long shift for San Diego. Starters still on the field from the opening kick. This is Correa. Ball comes all the way back. Some of the Sockers are going to go off for a change. Tyler John, long ball down. Jones makes his way down to the goal line. This is Souza with a one-time strike. John, top of the arc. Souza with a strike, deflected straight up in the air. John with a header. Just wide. Pardo can't come out for it. That ball's up into the net over the top.
Excellent spell of possession there from the Stars. Those second and third chance balls that continue to grind with it, didn't let the pressure build, and eventually got off a few opportunities. Good looks.
Morgan got the dish out from Pardo. Sockers trying to settle in now on their own. This is Morgan. Morgan and Jones going one-on-one. Jones wins the battle. San Diego coming out on top of the war for just a moment. Here's Morgan, a little bit of space. Tyler John, backside pressure. Bram comes out. Toth slips his way through. Tyler John hits the deck with a little bit of contact, and Toth just dumps it to the far end. Pardo stays home. Tavoy Morgan, 6 goals on the year. We'll see if he notches another one tonight. Seemingly, he is always on the score sheet for the Sockers anytime he faces off against the Stars. In our first look at Ramon Torres, he is off screen. Here he is with Craig Childs. Childs, incredibly touted player in MASL. Great look, Ruggles with a shot. First shot for the Sockers. Drew Ruggles finds the netting. It's 1-0 early.
Part of the reason the Sockers find themselves at the top of the standings is because they're just clinical. Like Peyton said, their first opportunity of the game came very fast against the run of play. Some substitutions from both sides, easy finish, excellent ball. Stars are going to have to come from behind again.
Excellent play from the Sockers, and that's Drew Ruggles getting onto the score sheet. Pereira just tries to flick a ball down the line for Nani Mendoza. Doesn't work out. Stars need to get back on possession here. Ball funnels its way down the boards. Toth picks up, rolls out. Toth wants to go long for Pereira. Ball bounces off the boards down low. Pereira wanted it to come up high. Ball in behind Mendoza. Causes a careful touch off the boards, and he had to one-touch that ball into the middle. Not the best pass Matt Bram could have sent over towards Nani Mendoza.
Stars a little fortunate there with that bounce.
Mendoza wears that ball to the chin, and he's going to take a minute. Mendoza's down to the ground. This ball plays a little bit different than your standard outdoor soccer ball. It's a lot more dense. Tries to limit the bounces against the carpet, against the glass, and Nani Mendoza just wears the short end of that ball. Back on his feet, he's going to come off for a change. Correa, Mijatovic, Caceres, Pereira, and Cox are the 5 on the field right now for Tacoma. Ball hits just the inside panel of the glass just above the San Diego bench, so it's out of play up along the sideline.
Pardo goes long. Torres intercepts. It looks like Torres is on Craig Childs' duty so far. Every time Craig Childs has found himself onto the field, Ramon Torres has slipped himself on. Childs plays inward. Pereira with a challenge against the boards. No. Ball comes up to the side. Toth pins it.
It's a clear defensive strategy from the Stars. Put Roman on for Childs. When Childs comes off, Roman comes off.
This is Mijatovic, listed as a defender, but boy, does he attack as good as anybody in this league. Mijatovic carefully using Chris Toth on this possession. Toth is going to take advantage of his real estate. He's going to cross over the midway stripe. Plays in for John. Toth can maintain possession as long as he is in front of that midway stripe. He's going to stay up there for now, and now he retreats back to his goal. Mijatovic goes to his right for Caceres. Eddie Na on the field for the first time tonight. Souza takes a touch. Back for Na. Just over 9 minutes in this first quarter. It was Drew Ruggles with a goal about 2 minutes ago. Here's Caceres. He turns.
Great.
He answers off the post and in. Alex Caceres ties it up just before the 9-minute mark.
Didn't look like much of an opportunity to take a strike there from Caceres. He makes the most of it. Stars held possession for a long time. Bangs in off the left side of the goal.
Take another look here. Souza goes inward, and he's just going to slip that pass through. Caceres, first time effort off the woodwork, finds its way in, using every inch of it, and that's what it takes to beat Boris Pardo, is really finding those corner pockets of the goal. MASL.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Here's John. Maybe he can spring a counterattack. He's got Chase Hansen crashing the middle. John goes to the back post. Nothing there. Jones wants to go back for Correa, use a little bit more space. Pereira gets himself onto the field, stretches all the way down near Boris Pardo's area. Jones and Pereira miscommunicate. Pereira was checking away for that long ball over the top. Ruggles inserts him into a dangerous position. This is Morgan. Morgan with a strike. Battle up along the boards, comes out in favor of San Diego. Ruggles gets picked by Pereira. Correa's on the run. Pereira's in support. Stars in the middle of a change. Got to go back to Toth. Try and get all 5 guys back onto the field. Souza joins. Stars are caught out. They got 6 on the field. Blue card's going to be coming. And a whistle. It wasn't noticed for the longest time, but Souza was the last man to slip himself onto the field. So too many men. The Stars are going to find themselves in a power play here for 2 minutes. They're going to go down to man, and we'll see who the Stars get sent over into the penalty box. So Souza is going to make his way over. Penalty kill unit is on the floor. Jones, John, Correa, and Caceres. Correa, one of 3 players in the league with a shorthanded goal so far this season. Power play underway. De Oliveira, Costa. This is Costa. Plays back, swings around. That's Childs, Morgan. It's De Oliveira inward for Tavoy Morgan. It's stopped by Correa. Clearance out from the defensive end. This ball's going to come to the top of the arc. Dangerous position coming into a power play, and we have made it to the media timeout. We're going to take a break, step aside. We'll be back momentarily. You are watching the Tacoma Stars and the San Diego Sockers on MASL TV.
We have a 90-second timeout called.
Enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the Accesso Showwear Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Welcome back into the Accesso Showwear Center in Kent, Washington. It's Tacoma Stars 1, San Diego Sockers 1. Peyton Barron's, Cole Ridley with you on this broadcast on MASL TV. Right now, ball at the top of the arc after Tyler John cleared it away out of the defensive area. Here's the run up. Ball goes down low. Jones intercepts. Correa tries to get on the run out. He wins it. Him and John, they're dangerous. 2-on-1. He lays off for John. John shorthanded. The Stars take the lead down a man. This team short-handed is incredible.
Peyton, you talked about it earlier. One of 3 players in the league to have a shorthanded goal. He gets the assist on this one. Stars retake the lead. Excellent counterattack. It all starts with Logan Jones there, intercepting that initial ball off the free kick. Quick transition. Correa here drips it across his left side. Strong left-footed finish. Just over the reach of the keeper.
And I think one of my favorite things about that whole breakdown is Logan Jones ran towards the penalty box to celebrate with Felipe Souza through the glass while he is sitting in the imprisonment that is the sin bin. Incredible stuff. The Stars now the only team in the league with multiple shorthanded goals. Giles with a shot. Toth covers that near post. Still on the power play, have just over a minute to go. Correa on the point. Now it's John pressuring. This is De Oliveira now with Jones on him. Ball goes square. Takes a touch. Toth is beat down to the corner. So 1 power play, 2 goals come out of it. An insane series, and Charlie Gonzalez gets himself on the board for the San Diego Sockers. We got ourselves a 2-2 ball game early on in this first quarter.
That was a quick, easy goal from the Sockers. They held possession, just backed the Stars down into their own defensive area. We'll see it again here on replay. Ball comes in across the far side. Nice little first touch here. Slots it past the keeper on the keeper's left into the corner. Those angles are deadly in that position.
Up that shorthanded goal, Tacoma Stars nearly came out on top, but I think when you get a too many men penalty on the field and you come away with a shorthanded goal in that power play, that's one heck of a sequence. So unfortunate for the Stars, but they find themselves no worse than before the power play. Ramos runs onto this in the middle of the field, just on top of the logo. Cerda turns, spins. Long ball off the wall. It was Sebastian Mendez who put himself into a good position, had nobody back. Unfortunately, the pass just wasn't enough. Toth comes out after a missed touch from Juan Salazar. Here's Ramon Torres onto the field. No sight of Craig Giles. Tavoy Morgan, the striker right now for San Diego, and they're implementing a high press. Here's Torres. Tries to go up the boards for Correa. Correa much more attacking today than we've seen in games in years past for Adrian Correa. Much more of a defensive player, and now he's seeing himself on the offensive side. Cox walks himself into the play, plays square now for Mijatovic. With a touch. Brame can't bring it down. Cox's header deflects and goes over the boards. Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help our athletes battle aching joints and muscles. Learn more or try it yourself by visiting greendropcompression.com. That's Childs, plays backwards on the boards. This is Gonzalez. Raymond plays square back around the midway stripe. Diagonal ball looking for Childs. Gonzalez. Kind of a saucer pass that hits the chest of Gabriel Costa. Long diagonal ball, Childs. Missed touch. Jones with the defensive pressure, maybe had a piece of it. Toth scoops it up. Mijatovic has support, maintains possession though. really looking for the right pass. Plays back for Caceres. Pereira is way downtown in front of Pardo. Toth under a little bit of pressure. He's got to turn himself. Quick strike, it's wide. San Diego so quick at implementing that high pressure. Gonzalez now trying to battle Souza. Caceres wins. See if he can get this out of his own defensive third.
San Diego maintains their shape excellently when they're pressing high.
Here's Pereira, lays off for Mendoza. Mendoza to Souza, back over to Mendoza. Souza hits the wall. Mijatovic with a strike. Souza's down on the ground and the challenge flag gets thrown. We're gonna have another look at this. Pardo comes out of his net. He takes out Souza on the square pass. Challenge flag is on the field. I don't know if it has been noticed by either referee.
Looked like one pass too many, a little too cute with it with the Stars. We'll see if they get a second opportunity on this.
So we're gonna go to video review here. If the Stars get this challenge called correctly, then they will retain their challenge. If they do lose the challenge, then they will lose it for the rest of the game. An early spot. I don't know if this is the best place to throw that challenge flag, Cole. You had a situation where you don't know if that foul necessarily would have taken away a goal-scoring opportunity, so you don't know how the refs are going to call it, considering that Souza wasn't taking a strike and he got his pass across the other side of the box. So we'll see what the refs take a look at. What are your thoughts on the breakdown?
That pass was, I mean, you're right. It didn't hit anyone. In fact, it almost took out the referee. A bit of carpet lifted up on that far side. Yeah, I'm curious what they're gonna do here. Souza was clearly fouled. Was there interference is going to be the call.
So here you can take a look at it. This is after the fact. We're going to rewind just a bit to get there. A low angle camera. So this ball's going to go for Pereira to Mendoza. Mendoza is going to lay back to Souza, and Souza wants to give and go right back to him. Now Pardo is out of his area, coming out sliding. We'll see what the call is, but this is completely up for speculation and nothing crystal clear, I don't think.
This is going to be a better look right here.
Pardo was signaling that Souza dove. Now, if this is going to come back for a foul, you could see a situation where Pardo gets blue carded. So there is slight contact with Souza. And he does go into the board, so maybe we're going to get a boarding call, and we could see 2 minutes for Pardo in the box. So tricky on how this is going to come out, and this is why, you know, I'm not a referee.
This could go either way, 50-50.
Recognizing our referees, our crew chief tonight is Kyle Trimble. Referees Brian Martin, Kelsey Harms, Isabel Trullo, and penalty box is John Snyder. And boy, do they have their work cut out for them. Now that's the issue right there, is Souza going into the boards. Anytime you have a challenge near the boards, player safety is going to get involved first and foremost. Now, does that challenge that Pardo has? And right now, I think the body language on the field, Pardo is warming up X-Man Xavier Snare Williams, so maybe he is conceding the fact that he committed a foul there and he expects to get blue carded. Let's go to the refs and we should see what the call is.
Tacoma has challenged the call on the field. There was a foul in the box resulting in a top-of-the-arc restart, no penalty.
So this ball's going to go to the top of the arc. So Souza was fouled. They did not see the issue enough to be boarding for a blue card. It's just a common foul, top of the box. Pardo stays on the field. Snare Williams does not need to enter, so no need to warm up there. There will not be a power play opportunity here, but the Stars are lethal on these kind of set pieces. Nick Pereira is a mastermind when it comes to drawing these up.
Pardo's face looking at the referee on that decision was quite interesting. He seemed very shocked. I think he's getting away with a little bit of something here. So to be kind of upset is it's a little surprising.
You think Pardo's lucky to be staying in this game right now rather than going into the box for 2 minutes.
Correct.
So let's see what the Stars draw up. You're going to have Pereira on top of the ball. You have a three-man wall in front of him. Mendoza is to his right. Mijatovic, Cox to his left. And you got Caceres down low to his right and Boris Pardo's left. That's a great look at what you're looking at from Nick Pereira's vision. Pereira's going to walk up onto this and then make his decision. Let's see which way he wants to go. Lays off. Fake shot. Comes all the way across for Mijatovic. going to juggle that ball. I like the idea. I like the opportunity. That pass for Caceres, he leaves it for the overlapping Mendoza. I think that's a little cheeky, and I like the idea from the Stars.
I think we're going to see a lot of dummies tonight. We're going to see a lot of balls being left behind to overlapping runs, extra attackers coming out of the second runs, bigger angles, more opportunity to see the goal.
Morgan and Jones battling in the corner. All the way back for Ruggles. He had the opening goal. He's going to strike again, and he's doubling up. Drew Ruggles making a statement on the road against the Tacoma Stars. It's 3-2 San Diego Sockers.
This is another excellent strike by the Sockers. I believe he was beyond the yellow line there, so that comes from with a goal from distance. Gets Toth at his left near side. Hard, low. He had a good look at it, too. There was not a lot of defenders between Ruggles and the goal.
What a strike from Ruggles. Somebody who just knows indoor soccer inside and out. That's Drew Ruggles. I mean, those years they spent with the Florida Tropics, he was an incredible defender. Comes over west to the San Diego Sockers and continues to do the same thing. Mendoza lays off. Mijatovic tries to answer back immediately. No. Ball stays down. Let's see if Adrian Correa can keep it in for the Stars. Stars do win possession off of Christian Gutierrez, but that lob ball over the top is going to get held up. Here's Morgan. Morgan with a great heel flick. Thinking about another strike from distance. Correa gets himself a block. Pereira all the way back on the defensive end. Not often do we see Nick Pereira running these defensive shifts. You'd likely see Logan Jones in this kind of situation, but Pereira's going to stay on the field. This ball laid back. Giles with a strike. Toth does enough to get a hand on it.
Interesting. Now you got Roman Torres and Nick Pereira on the field.
Correa battling Tavoy Morgan in the middle, just trying to do anything so Morgan can't get a touch. Morgan furious. Toth with the ball in his hands. He's going to outlet Pereira. Ramon Torres is going to make an attacking run down the middle. Here's Pereira shilling off of Tavoy Morgan. Now you might have a transition coming out the other way.
Good counter opportunity here for the Sockers.
Caceres slid on the field, slowed everything down defensively. Pereira goes for a change. Tyler John slides on. Cox with a great pass out to Tyler John. See if he can win something off the boards past Raymond. Foul called, whistle blown. And it's going to be a foul on Raymond. Tyler John was the victim. That ball's going to be all the way back against the boards. That's the issue here. We need to reset the ball at the appropriate place.
See if the Stars can put a good piece of possession here. Use the ball, drag the Sockers out of their defensive shape. That's something they maintain so well across this league. That's why they're at the top, that defensive shape. Watch them on this high press.
60 seconds remain in this first quarter. Packed it's been so far. 3-2 the opening quarter. We should be in for a good one. Here's Cox. Cox with a great cut, great turn. He takes a strike. Boy, that would have been a highlight reel moment.
Excellent bit of skill from Cox.
John wins back possession, lays off for Mijatovic. It's Cox again, redemption! Just wide. Mijatovic can't get past his defender. Caceres with a strike, it might fall for Cox. Advantage played as Mijatovic hit the deck. 25 seconds in this first quarter. Mijatovic loses possession. Unfortunate, Salazar wasn't really in a great position. 10 seconds remain. Mijatovic strike off the short side of the wall. Caceres just missing. Mike Ramos didn't see the clock. Time's going to run out. That's the end of the first quarter here. Action-packed. Cole, early thoughts after this first quarter?
Well, I would have loved it to end in a goal from Jamel right there. Other than that, I think there's a lot of good possession from both sides. I think the biggest key here is the Sockers in that shape defensively. If somehow the Stars need to drag them out, break them down, slow, intricate passing, 1-2, quick touches, we're going to see a lot more substitutions, I think, from the Stars. We're going to see a little more. Maybe we won't see Roman Torres and Nick Pereira on the field again.
Fans, our Say Goodbye to 2024 sale was so successful that we've extended it through January 25th. You can save 24% on reserved club and premier tickets by using the code NEWYEAR at www.tacomastarshowwear.com. Go there for your tickets. Just about 2 minutes until we are back for second quarter action. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the San Diego Sockers and the Tacoma Stars right here on MASL TV. Welcome back into the Accesso Showwear Center in Kent, Washington. It's the Tacoma Stars hosting the San Diego Sockers. For San Diego, it's just their second road match of the season. Their only other road match was up here against these very same Tacoma Stars just over a month ago, and that ended in a 5-4 win for the Tacoma Stars. It's their lone win of the season. It opened things off, and then the Stars have come in on a 4-game losing streak, but now they trail San Diego 3-2. Cole, right now, does Tacoma find themselves in a good place for the rest of this match to try and turn the tides and get themselves back on a winning streak, or do you see San Diego really taking over, taking control the rest of this match?
I think the Stars are in a really great position right now. You know, only down 1 goal. We're starting the second quarter right now. I think that there's been good sets of play from both sides, but I think the Stars have been, they've had a lot more chances. Have they been as clinical as the Sockers? No, but that, you know, that will fade over time. Let's see if they can put some good runs together, swing momentum on their side.
I think the Stars are trying to find any sort of good momentum that they can have for them. The last road trip was very tough on them. Here's Ramon Torres, just a bull in a china shop to get that ball back. And Torres hits the ground, no whistle called. Correa has to come all the way back. That ball luckily stays out of the goal. Dangerous chance, shot, Toth with a save, block. Correa tries to clear away. Maybe a breakout opportunity. Here's Tyler John. He scored shorthanded earlier. John on his right foot. Tries to put it back towards his left. Pushed by Ruggles, no call. Torres, everything settling down now after that massive sequence.
Roman Torres found himself in a situation I don't think he has ever found himself in before, with the ball across midfield making a run.
Here's Mendoza, plays inward for Ramos. Now, these Tacoma Stars, they're trying to turn things around. I mean, a 4-game losing streak, including a 21-8 loss on the road at Chihuahua, followed up by a 4-3 loss at Empire. They got 2 losses at Empire so far this season. It has not gone the way that they've expected, especially after making big signings like Steven Mijatovic this offseason, like Moises Gonzalez. Moises Gonzalez not available for the Stars tonight. Here's Matt Brame. So we'll see if Tacoma can do it again. Ramos with a strike, and try and beat San Diego twice within 2 months of each other to open their season. It would be an incredible feat for these Tacoma Stars, who see San Diego so often.
Well, like you said, Moises Gonzalez not being available tonight, one of the bigger veterans from either squad tonight. Nearly 190 games in this league.
And you'll see it at halftime when MI in 5 shows or plays of the week, but Moises Gonzalez, one of the most beautiful bicycle kicks you'll ever see on the road at Chihuahua. The only problem was that goal was not worth 12 goals in order for the Stars to come close in that match.
Maybe that's a new rule we can suggest in the offseason, you know.
Bicycle kick's worth more than just 1 goal. I would take it.
At least it doesn't.
We would see acrobatics every single night. It'd be amazing.
Need a second stretcher with the medical crew.
Whistle blown in the midfield. Stars might try and go for a change here. Quick subs. Stars fans aren't going to like this one too much.
Looks like the Stars have made a defensive change. We're going to have Logan Jones marking Childs instead of Roman Torres.
And Logan Jones wasn't named to the All-Star team, although he leads the league in blocks, and by quite a margin. Logan Jones, 21 blocks on the season. The guy is basically playing like an outfield goalkeeper, how much saving he's doing on that far side. He's got 21. I believe the second place in the league is sitting at 15. And he's proud of that, I'll tell you. We had a good conversation about that pregame today.
Yeah, absolutely should be.
Here's a laid-off pass into a dangerous area. Toth with a good save. Toth also leads the league in saves, and while that's a bittersweet stat to lead, because that means that your team has given up a lot of shots. But Chris Toth, 91 saves coming into this game tonight. He's going to have quite a bit more as this game progresses.
No, like you said, it's a great stat to be leading in, but it's not always great when you're leading it by some margin.
Toth makes a save under some pressure. Correa cuts away from Charlie Gonzalez. Cox can't get a pass cleanly across. Correa comes over and scoops it up, trying to work himself away from a double team. Loses possession. Brame goes low, gets half of a block in. Sockers stay on possession. Cesar Cerda. Cerda puts it on his right, Toth with a save, and it clears all the way back to Pardo. Pardo doesn't want to use his one touch on the possession, so he's going to make his defender come all the way back and clean it up. And that's going to be Keiko Gontan.
Fantastic save there by Chris Toth.
He's amazing to watch, isn't he?
Right after we were just highlighting him. That's compliments of the commentary right there.
It's the opposite of a curse of the commentary. I like that. We should bring that one in more. Ruggles plays back for Cerda. Pereira's beat. Cox is beat. Laid off. Easy goal. San Diego Sockers make it look like a training session. Quick passing up the middle, just outside, and an easy strike.
Peyton, you said it great. Made it look like a training session. They were moving twice as fast as any Stars out there. Stars really caught off guard. Not really against the run of transition. Balls just played upfield, maybe a little quicker than the Stars had hoped as they were still finding their shape. Easy roll off.
That's Cerda laying off Gontan there. Gontan finds his 4th goal of the season. Excuse me, 3rd goal.
Souza, great run down the line here.
Finds himself into a corner and faces forward. Stars now trailing 2. If you know anything in indoor soccer, 2 goals is barely a lead.
Most dangerous lead in sports.
Maybe the most non-existent lead in MASL play. 2 goals can vanish in a heartbeat.
Stars doing a bit of their own high press right now.
Last time these two teams met here in Tacoma, the high press is really what worked well for the Tacoma Stars. Another opportunity. Toth comes off his line. He's going to opt for his feet, and he's going to carry that momentum forward. Lays off for Mijatovic. Stars doing a lot of diving in on challenges here, and that's costing them in the transition play. Caceres thought he got held by Cerda. Going off the other way. Toth again off of his line. Stars in transition. There's a soccer down behind the play. He's up and onto his feet. Can't catch a number on that. Here's the Stars. Nah with a shot. Pardo cleans it up. Morgan has support to his right, but Souza with a great track back run, and this is Hansen.
Hansen using that 7th defender.
Foul as Hansen's trying to climb the wall and go upfield. He stole possession from Juan Salazar. I think both teams are going to go for a healthy change here.
Mijatovic looking pretty tired back on that last transition, and I'm surprised to see him back in already. Playing much deeper, like you said earlier.
Pereira going for the nutmeg with the overlapping run on Ramos. Signals to Ramos to stay forward as the Stars are in a high press. Pereira wins it, plays himself off the board, has Ramos to the right, uses it. Ramos goes to the backside, nothing. Hansen chases this one down as it funnels, needs Mijatovic. Mijatovic gonna look all the way back for Toth, but Toth may have some pressure. A little give and go, and it works out on the far side. Excuse me, on the near side. Mijatovic, step over. Mijatovic left foot, and it's blocked up and over for a corner. Mijatovic wanted to go quickly. And it looks like we're getting the media timeout. Mijatovic was trying to sneak that one in before the media timeout got called. Unlucky there, unfortunate, trying to catch San Diego off their feet. So we're going to step aside, take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. It's 4-2 San Diego Soccer's Tacoma Stars. You're watching this on MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the Excesso Showwear Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomasstars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
As the teams make their way back onto the field, a corner kick for the Tacoma Stars, and this is where they're dangerous, coming in on set piece right off of a timeout. Right now, it's San Diego Soccer's 4, Tacoma Stars 2, just over 7 minutes, 48 seconds here until we get to the halftime break. You got Mijatovic, Caceres, and Jamel Cox lined up in literally a line formation, like a Beyonce music video, just near side. Pereira stands over the ball. They circle the wagons. It goes for Caceres, and he gets a clean shot off. He wants that one back. It's a good look for the Tacoma Stars. I love how creative they can get.
They had a lot of time
pieces.
They had a lot of time to draw up that play. You know what? I bet they were thinking the Beyonce music video. That's definitely what it's called.
Nick tries to turn. Mendoza takes this out of the air, and a quick little chested pass back from Cardenas. Long ball for Morgan. He's got support, and he gets it back, trying to get around Ramon Torres. That's a big body trying to get around. Torres called on the foul. That arm up high on Tavoy Morgan. It's going to get called every time. I don't think he's got any right to argue that call. Craig Childs slips himself onto the field, standing up near the yellow line. He might get this drop pass. And a timeout called. So again, we're going to step aside. We'll take a quick break here as these teams talk things over. 4-2 Tacoma Stars trail San Diego Sockers. You're right now watching the MASL on MASL TV. Good crowd here at the ShoWare Center. Tacoma Stars trying to close this gap before we get to halftime. 7:05 to play. Peyton Barron's Cole Ridley. Tacoma Stars right now got here from a short-handed goal as one of their 2 goals. Alongside, that was Tyler John. Also, Caceres was able to net 1. Ruggles has 2. Charlie Gonzalez scored on a power play, and Keiko Gontan has the 4th for San Diego. So a handful of goal scorers, 11 shots apiece. San Diego in a dangerous position after a Ramon Torres foul. Ball comes all the way across. This is De Oliveira trying to nutmeg Jones. Jones out on the run, trying to keep this ball under control. Bouncing ball so hard on this firm carpet. Pereira, last man back, wins this ball off Cerda and off the wall. Surrounded by 4 white shirts and plays back into space for Correa, and the Stars are under possession.
That first quarter was a lot more action. There was a lot more spontaneity from both sides. Looks like at the first quarter mark, both teams decided to settle down a little bit, a little more strategy. They're going to watch their patterns of play a little bit closer, less free-forming.
Ramos tries to go one-on-one. This ball goes all the way back to Pardo, and he just dumps away. Toth comes all the way out for it. He's going to take his time. Touch in for Ramos. Ramos strike from the yellow line, and it's blocked away. Caceres thought about it. This is Mijatovic, top of your screen. Pereira waits for the overlap, and he's going to turn inward, now go back towards the walls. Pereira hits the ground, comes back up, loses possession, ball off the wall, Salazar. Mijatovic in transition. Mendoza tries to slow it down. He does so. Wins it back. Plays Toth under pressure. Tough ball. Toth now for Pereira. And things are simmered down. San Diego so good at a quick spell of high press that puts you under just enough pressure to make you start to worry. That ball can't go to Toth. Chase Hansen has chased this all the way back. Here's Ramos. And a whistle blown and maybe a bailout for the Stars. Allows them to take a breath.
Like you said, Peyton, gives them opportunities to think. When the ball's coming back toward your own goal and you're under a bit of pressure, you start to make mistakes. Your head lifts up, foot lifts up.
John turns, takes the ball down the boards. Has Correa in the middle. Cox on the far side. Goes through Hansen. John puts a strike on Pardo. Pardo with a good foot save. Strike off Ruggles, blocked away into the netting. Stars being patient here, and it kind of looks like San Diego sitting back more in a shell-style defensive system where they're going to allow a little bit of pressure from the Tacoma Stars.
I think they're having more success on the counter anyway. Those transitions from the Sockers have been deadly. I can only think of a few occasions that didn't end up with a shot on goal.
Caceres in the corner. Has Pereira as a drop and Mijatovic for one more. Goes to Mijatovic for a strike. Ball unlucky, bounces out. Stars have to track back. I believe that's De Oliveira. Strike off the wall, comes all the way out. Cerda chases. Plays for Childs. Childs square across. Toth reads it like a book. Cox pokes it forward. Pereira, he needs support. He's got Mendoza to his right. Waits. Mendoza with the layoff. Torres on the offensive stretch.
Stars going to recycle possession a little bit here. Get some fresh legs on. They need a goal here before half.
Pereira with a strike. Pardo, great save. Boy, that one's going to hurt tomorrow. This is Nah. Ramos plays back for Ramon Torres. Nah into some space. Has Ruggles defending. Plays it off the wall. Ramos with a two-handed push on Costa that's going to get called every single time. That high push to the chest. Cardenas wanted to play quick, but he's about 5 yards away from the actual spot. The referee's going to make him bring it back.
Peyton, I gave a shot at the compliment to the commentary, the opposite of the curse, whatever we're going to call that. Did not work out there.
Maybe it's only good for once a game.
I'm 1 for 2. I'll take that. I'll stop there.
Played back. This is Gutierrez. Cardenas at midfield. Matt Bram going to get called for a foul. Gonton on the floor. He's back up. He has a goal on today. Cardenas, a long ball to Voy Morgan. Gonzalez inward for Morgan, and then makes a run right off of it. John does a great job getting that ball poked away. He shows off some speed. He splits the defenders. John, left foot, up and over the wall.
The excitement got to him on that one. Great opportunity from John. He'll want that one back.
He's got a goal on today already. Short-handed. He was set up by Adrian Correa. It was the Stars' last goal. See if he can bag himself a brace tonight. Cox waited too long. Possession stolen, or excuse me, deflected away. Toth is going to play it off the wall. Empty net situation. Toth scrambling, comes out for it, uses his hands just in a fantastic way, swatting down at the bouncing ball. That's some elite stuff. Doesn't try and get wide and wait for that ball to come down. Hands go high and swipe down low straight through the ball.
I think that's beyond a veteran-type move right there.
That is goalkeeping GOAT status, and we got two of them today. Boris Pardo is up there just as high as Chris Toth is in all-time MASL ranks. These are two of the top goalkeepers you ever did see inside the arena.
I think we're fortunate to see 6 goals already this game with these two in the net.
Bouncing ball, Pereira pressuring. Mijatovic, Pereira taking up the same space. Yeah, like you mentioned, 5-4 in both games so far that these two teams have faced off. Here's a laid-off ball down the line. Souza with a great tackle. It's not out of danger yet. So when these two teams met here in Tacoma, December the 7th, the Stars won 5-4. And then when they met just 2 weeks later, December the 20th in San Diego, it was San Diego winning 5-4. So maybe we're in for a 5-4 game tonight. The Tacoma Stars hopefully end up with that 5 and play shutout the rest of the night against San Diego.
Would be a remarkable comeback from here. That first quarter wide open, just balls were everywhere. Transitions from both sides. The second quarter has been a lot more timid, a lot more shaped.
Great strike from midfield, Toth clearing away. Unfortunate sequence. Both teams stopped and they wanted a handball called. It allowed San Diego to kind of just pick up the ball because they realized that no whistle was coming in. Here's another transition opportunity, but Gonzalez doesn't spray it. Under a minute left in this first half. Unofficial count right now has Tacoma out shooting San Diego Sockers. 15 shots on goal in favor of Tacoma, 12 for San Diego. Cerda doesn't have much to do with the ball, and he's very verbal about it. Lets everyone know. Caceres bouncing ball through the middle. Great toe poke down for Mendoza to settle possession. Under 30 seconds. Let's see if this unit is able to find themselves a goal. Ramos can't settle the bouncing ball cleanly. "12 seconds. Quick breakout. Mendoza misses on the challenge.
Last opportunity here for the Sockers.
Costa tries to center. Torres is there. Back to Toth. And the Stars are just going to let this clock run out. We have made it to halftime. 30 minutes down, 30 minutes to go. An interesting first half, to say the least. A third quarter that was just all over the place. Bang, bang, bang. And then a second quarter that simmered down. Only one goal between the two sides. And we've made our way to halftime. Cole, thoughts on the opening first half?
I can't say it enough. I think that first quarter was just absolutely bonkers. It was all over the place. The second quarter, it was a lot more controlled. And I think I'd like to see that first quarter over again. I think there was more opportunities for the Stars. There was a lot more chances for both sides. But with the Stars in that first quarter, like you said, they're out shooting. Those are going to start to go in that way. They do have Pardo in goal, but I like their chances if they can start to open the game back up, play the entire width of the field, play that entire length.
Both teams go into the locker room. They'll talk things over. Got just under 15 minutes until we get second half action started, so don't go anywhere. You're watching San Diego Sockers and the Tacoma Stars right here on MASL TV.
Shoot! He
MASL in 5, back once again. What's going on, folks? I'm Alex Bastiavansky. It is great to see you again. We got lots to get you caught up on from stuff that's gone down over the past few days, and we've got to preview what's coming up this weekend in just 5 minutes. So let's go.
Now on up to Reggett at the target position. Here's Reggett turning over to Acosta. He scoots and scores! Leo Acosta!
Fan voting for the MASL All-Star Game is now closed, and Leo Acosta of KC is one of your chosen forwards. 7 points so far this season. Also at forward is Nilton DeAndrade of Utica City, who will get to play in front of his hometown fans. He got 18.23% of the vote. He's got 6 points so far this season, and his teammate Juan Alava is the chosen defender. He's been rock solid for the boys in blue this campaign. 2 points so far to go along with 7 huge blocks for UCFC. And in goal, not a big shock to see, it's Willie B from the Milwaukee Wave. Always a fan favorite, and he has definitely earned the nod as Willie leads all goalkeepers this season so far with 5 wins. And be sure to tune into MASL Monday next week with myself and Phil Levanco, as Commissioner Keith Tozer will be on the show, and he will reveal the final chosen players for the big game. And of course, it's all leading up to the league's extravaganza, the MASL All-Star Game on that beautiful blue turf at the Adirondack Bank Center in Utica, New York on February 12th. Can't wait. Okay, big congratulations goes out to Nick Pereira of the Tacoma Stars, who last weekend recorded his 226th career assist to pass the legendary Leo Gibson and become the MASL all-time assists leader. Let's take a quick look at a few of the biggest games from last weekend. San Diego hosting Chihuahua. This was redemption for the Sockers, who last season dropped every regular season game to the Savage. Tavoy Morgan, huge, with 4 goals in the contest as Chihuahua suffers their first loss of the campaign. Baltimore hosted Utica City, and the Blast have UCFC's number so far this season. This is their 2nd straight win against them. They win the contest 10-4. Juan Pereira, 3 goals in the match. Tacoma headed to Empire to take on the suddenly surging Strikers, who have won 3 of their last 4 contests. Beautiful goal by Marco Fabian right there. Tacoma has now lost 5 straight contests. And congratulations to the Harrisburg Heat, who picked up their first win of the season over the Texas Outlaws. 9-8 the final score. Joey Tavernese with a hat trick in that contest, which leads us into the Players of the Week. In goal, Mike Stierhofer of the Baltimore Blast, his teammate Patrick Thompson, the defender, and offensively, Joey Tavernese, as mentioned, the hat trick against the Texas Outlaws. 6 points total over 2 games last week to get the offensive nod. Defensively, Patrick Thompson of the Blast, he was a monster against UCFC with 3 goals and 2 blocks as well. And your top goalkeeper, his teammate Mike Zierhofer of the Blast, 30 big saves for the weekend in 2 Baltimore Blast victories. Here are your top plays of the week now.
Esa frase le queda muy cómoda al que va ganando. Pregúntale a los otros.
No. Knock it on the far wing. Coming in, up, and little chip and a score! Oh, that was beautiful by Huff.
Dantas picks the ball up in the corner. Dantas on the swivel, and Dantas scores!
Favilla out to his right. Francis cross, second effort, finds the roof of the net.
But 4 years in San Diego. Long shot and a better goal! Que golazo!
Opportunity, and he hasn't wasted it. Shot by Fabian! What an amazing goal, hitting that right side. The Strikers go up 3-1.
My goodness, Marco!
Forward to Pinal, off the wall. Pinal's got a chance on the bike. Rebound there. What a save from Zierhofer. And how many times can we say that Zierhofer has been on fire tonight?
Merging the corner on Cardenas, right open in the middle. Oh, baby! Boris Pardo! Save of the night! By far!
And that is going to wrap things up for today's show. But just a reminder that all throughout the MASL season, to stay up to date with everything that's going on in the league, be sure to check out their official social media outlets. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
As Felipe Souza came out of the box for the penalty, he finds a goal, but no goal now that we're seeing.
No goal. They're saying a kick to the back of the keeper put the ball in, and the challenge flag has been thrown by Tacoma.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Under Review, the most controversial show in the Major Arena Soccer League. My name is Phil Ivanko. That is the head of officials for the MASL, Ryan Sigich. We take the most controversial plays from the MASL weekend and give our opinions on it. But before we begin, Ryan, you wanted to say a few words.
Well, yeah, during last week's episode, Phil, we looked at that challenge in the San Diego Empire game. I almost forgot the game. And I had referenced that the goalkeeper had got the worst end of that aerial collision, and I was totally wrong. Taylor Bond was injured on that pretty severely. So my apologies. I shouldn't speak before I know what the outcome was, and hope our buddy there, Taylor, gets well soon.
All right, let's start in San Diego. Chihuahua's Eric Tovar is called for a tripping blue card, but the Savage bench challenges that this contact from Tavoy Morgan is contact above the head. Ryan, I don't have a blue card here, in my opinion, on Morgan. What is your preferred decision on this play?
Well, first of all, it's a really good call there by the referee, Kedlesic, as Costa is kicked down hard and high when the ball's already gone. But then during that, after the whistle, we have upper body contact by Tavoy. And this is what Chihuahua challenges for a blue card as well. But there's really nothing there. It's all upper body contact. Tavoy's arms are in. There's not a swing of the arm, and there's no contact above the shoulders. So I agree with the call stands on that, and play is restarted with a power play in favor of San Diego correctly.
Okay, we've got a mass confrontation now at the end of this game. There are lots of parts to look at, and when you go to review, which they did, the whole thing is open for review. Let me tell you what I have first. That contact in the corner between Leo and Leal. Both players are fighting. Both players are tussling. Play on, in my opinion. The focus for me, I do think Cesar Cerda takes a swing at Roberto Escalante. I can't tell by this camera angle if it's a slap or a punch, and the referees certainly have better positioning than I have. But in my opinion, it should have been more than just a blue card on Cerda. Ryan, what is your interpretation on what happened on this play?
Well, it wouldn't be a San Diego versus Chihuahua game without a mass confrontation. So, yeah, as you say, they're fighting for the ball in the corner, and Leo takes a little contact up high. But, I mean, it's really light. I think it's just normal play. It's negligible, and I think it's incidental. And then out to the middle of the field we go. Cerda comes in as the third man, which he has no business doing. And then I think you're right. He does take a swing at Roberto, and he's very, very lucky he wasn't ejected from the game for his actions there.
Empire versus Tacoma, second quarter, Ryan. That is too many men on the field, in my opinion, on Tacoma. That player is not even close to the grace area here.
Yeah, when we talk about too many men, is there an advantage gained from it? And this one is pretty clear-cut, as they're actually playing with 6 players on the field. So this is an example of too many men, correctly called.
More second quarter action from Empire Tacoma. Felipe Sousa thinks he's got a goal here. It goes to review, and the refs judge there is a foul on Brian Orozco before the goal goes in. Ryan, what is your preferred decision here?
Well, what you may not see here is that, yeah, we have the goal scored, and we have one referee, Fernando Pena, signaling goal, while at the same time, Brian Miller, who has a different angle of it, whistling for a foul. And that's the correct call for me. The question here then becomes, does the goalkeeper get kicked before or after the ball fully crosses the goal line? That's what they're discussing. That's what they have to determine, because if the ball crosses the goal line first and then the goalkeeper's kick, that would be a legal goal, and then we could penalize for the kick after the fact. But in this case, goalkeeper's kicked, goal was correctly disallowed.
Quick hitters here, Ryan. Utica versus Baltimore. I have a foul and a blue card here on Belliard from Utica City FC for a reckless challenge.
Yeah, I mean, Belliard thinks he gets the ball. And, one angle there shows maybe he does make contact with the ball, but regardless, that's irrelevant in my opinion. It's a very dangerous tackle near the boards, and there's significant follow through afterwards. This is absolutely 100% a blue card.
Let's stay here. Jamie Thomas collision with Nelson Santana. Blue card issued, and I agree with the decision. Thomas is not in control of his body and steps on the foot of Nelson.
Yeah, I agree too. It's 50-50 really. And Thomas comes through. He does contact the ball, so his timing is good, but then he definitely follows through upper body, a good amount of force, not a lack of control, like you said. I agree. So I don't have an issue, with this. And we've talked before about angles and whatnot. The referee there, Danielle, is looking from behind. So this is what she sees too. Thomas going through really hard into Santana. The play goes to video review for a Baltimore challenge, and the referees correctly stay with their decision of a blue card. There's nothing here to show that this was a 100% incorrect call.
Back to San Diego versus the Savage. Ryan, can you explain this 4-second violation? Maybe new fans of the game and potentially your co-host?
Well, yeah, good example here of the goalkeeper gaining possession of the rule and the time limit. And once the goalkeeper takes possession of the ball, he has 4 seconds to release it. And in this case, the goalkeeper takes a good 5.5 seconds. So the violation is whistled, and it's an attacking free kick at the spot of where the goalkeeper was when that 4 seconds elapsed.
Okay, let's end it. One more play here from Texas. Heat versus the Outlaw. Malcolm Harris is taken down by the keeper. Ryan, it looks like it's sniffing around like a shootout here. Do you have a shootout on this play?
I don't. I mean, it's the correct call for a foul and a blue card. The goalkeeper grabs the foot of the Harrisburg attacker. The reason why there's not a shootout is because if you freeze the video there at the point of contact, we have defender number 5 was goal side. So not a clear and obvious goal scoring opportunity for me.
That's it for this episode of Under Review. And Ryan, I know we like some hijinks at the end of the episode here, but I really want to say that we're thinking of our friends in Los Angeles, in Texas, as you are, in the Midwest, in the Northeast, with just extreme weather everywhere. We're thinking of you, and be safe out there.
Same goes for me, Phil.
Welcome back into the Accesso Showwear Center in Kent, Washington. We have made it for second half action. Fans, make sure you get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter. 4-2, the San Diego Sockers lead the Tacoma Stars. It was an action-packed first quarter, 3-2 at the end of it, and then we just saw only one goal between the two sides when the second quarter happened. So we had 15 minutes worth of halftime. Teams went off for their team talks. We are back and ready for some action. We'll see what sort of changes we get as each quarter, each half, and each minute of indoor soccer produces different outcomes. Subscribe today to MASL TV on YouTube. You'll find game rebroadcasts, MASL shows, highlights, and more. Soccer's leading 4-2. Tacoma Stars were able to pick up a shorthanded goal, so kind of a fluke goal in itself. They found a breakdown on a counterattack. If you really take that away and you clean up those San Diego mistakes, they're playing a near-perfect game. Cole, talk about the excellence that has been the San Diego Sockers tonight.
It's that high press. Watch their shape every time they're pressing the Stars upfield. When they turn the ball over and the Stars' defensive third, you see them quickly go into their formation. One guy's pressing, 2 guys are dropping to cover those passing angles. When we see the Stars try, they're really struggling. They're having to be really selective on when they can use Toth as a back pass, using that possession for the goalkeeper. It's going to be interesting to see if they have any sort of counter to deal with that strategy in this second half.
Caceres nearly sets a screen there on Gabriel Costa. Surprised it's not called. Stars maintain possession. Here's Toth using his one possession here, or his one possession, as the Stars dump this ball down for Pereira. Header over to Costa, settles. Caceres clears away. Tavoy Morgan slips on. Quick early change for San Diego. As they get into the offensive end. This is Cerda. Pereira gets a heel on it. Can't find Correa, who's trying to press. Correa slides over. Toth gets 2 hands on it, bounce once, and he's able to come up with the save. The Stars have 5 big games in February. We bundled them together to save you 20% when watching exciting Tacoma Stars professional indoor soccer. Go to www.tacomastars.showwear.com to save today. This is Tyler John. He turns. A little bit of space, has Mendoza on the overlap. A triple team of white shirts around Tyler John. Correa fortunate enough for the back pass. Toth is going to carry and cross midfield. Mendoza, snappy pass for Jones. Gives back to Toth. Toth way downtown. Here's Hansen. Hansen tried to set it back. Toth is off of his line. This ball driven up and over the top, and it's just wide. Toth, easy enough.
Excellent sequence there by the Stars. They're fortunate not to come away with a goal from the Sockers there. Good long shot opportunity.
John tries turning Raymond. Keeps himself on his feet. And Hansen's going to get a foul up against the wall. Just kind of put his body in between the man and the ball, and that's going to get blown dead for a whistle.
Roman Torres with an excellent steal there.
This is Cox, dangerous area. Off the wall around Pardo, but nobody home in the middle of the field. Hansen trying to clear out and leave some space for Cox. Souza.
Roman Torres parking himself in the attacking third here.
Tacoma Stars team likes to build themselves around solid, large targets up top, Nick Pereira being that. Usually they have Alessandro Canale that they can use in that sort of same capacity. A smaller frame, but he's still able to get the job done. Brame, long diagonal ball picked off. And he's going to get blown dead on that foul. Little hand check to the hip. Results in a Sockers free kick.
I like this start to the second half from the Stars. They're trying to widen the pitch. They're trying to open this game up, make the Sockers use the ball to move their possession rather than make these runs.
Jones immediately plays back for Toth. Didn't think he could get around Childs.
Here's that high press I'm talking about.
And a long ball intended for Matt Brame, not connecting from Toth, and that's a good high press. Cerda up the boards around John. He shows a little bit of speed. Jones comes over to try and settle things down. Diagonal ball, but it only finds Ruggles. Toth got down into an athletic stance quick. Jones wears that to the chest. Man of steel. Caceres wears the armband, lets his team go out for a change. Stars were called on too many men on the field earlier, so now they've been very careful about their substitution. Pereira waits for Ramos. Now it's back for Caceres, the lefty. Caceres seemingly again setting a screen. Maybe he caught the fever of the NBA on Christmas Day and just hasn't been able to let it go. Here's a great long ball down the middle. Toth comes out, sweeper keeper style. Pereira pushed by Ruggles.
Toth not playing on his line at all to the start of the second half. Trying to be that extra man in possession or break down those quick transitions. Stars having good success with their press in the second half as well.
Can't connect to Pereira. He's going to go for a change. Nick Pereira recognized tonight before the game for becoming MASL's all-time leader in assists. 226 is that magic number. Gutierrez up the wall. De Oliveira. Morgan back for De Oliveira. Right foot shot blocked away. Caceres and then chested back for Toth to clean up. It was Gabriel Costa on the shot. Caceres, a lot of real estate in front of him. Mijatovic overlapping run, doesn't use it. Caceres now sets up the offense. Correa with a strike, top shelf. Bouncing ball, knee high, and he gives it all of his might. The Tacoma Stars cut this down to a 4-3 deficit.
Peyton, you talked about it earlier. Correa playing much higher tonight. I think he's had a lot of success so far. He's been involved in nearly every goal, finds himself on the score sheet. Strong left-footed strike into the top of the netting. Nothing Pardo could do about that one. This comes after a decent bit of transition or of possession from the Stars. Not a super long one, but they're direct in the second half. They know they're down just one goal.
Correa, who found himself with a shorthanded goal earlier in the season. He had a shorthanded assist tonight, but that's just his second goal alongside that shorthanded goal. So Correa is having a good night tonight.
Stars are pressing here in this second half, and it is working.
Couple of shifts from younger legs on the field. A lot of work coming in from Tyler John, Adrian Correa, Eddie Naw, Logan Jones. Oftentimes you'll see this team get split up into two separate sides during training sessions. They post a lot of it on the social media, but they divide them into under 30s and over 30s, and that's how they have competitions in practice. Shot Toth with a push save. So I think the under 30 unit is really showing up right now for the Tacoma Stars in this game.
Might be taking over a little bit. Good, healthy competition amongst the squad. You get to find those pieces, build that puzzle however you like, and tonight, those younger guys are definitely putting in their shift.
Under 8 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Stars trailing by 1. Have kept San Diego scoreless now for over 15 minutes continuously. Strike, save, Toth. Pushed it just outside the box, and all he could do was dump that ball long. Pereira gave him the thumbs up. Tavoy Morgan is open in the middle. Jones steps out. Toth, good save. One big thing that's changed so far defensively, at least in this early stanza, Toth is going to go down to a knee. He's going to need a minute here. We'll see if we go into our media timeout. The timeout is on the field, so we're going to step aside, take a break. I'll finish my thought on the other side of this commercial break. It's the Tacoma Stars 3. It's the San Diego Sockers 4. 7:21 to play in this third quarter. Don't go anywhere. It's MASL TV.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the Accesso Showwear Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Fans, a much-loved tradition at Tacoma Stars games is our post-game on-field autographs. That's right. Once the game is over tonight, we open the field to all fans, young and old, everywhere.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. As I was saying just before that timeout, Cole, I think the Tacoma Stars have really cleaned up diving in on challenges defensively. Yes, we've been noting the high press has looked a lot better, but in that second quarter, there were so many missed tackles where they dove in on Soccer's players and just did not connect, and it led to that great transition play that San Diego was showing.
They're not leaving their feet as much. That allows them to get back in case they don't make the tackle, they don't connect on a ball. Definitely leaving more opportunity for the Soccers to make mistakes.
Torres wins that off Morgan. So perhaps the switch has maybe been a little bit more successful because it was it was Ramon Torres and Craig Childs in that first quarter a lot. And ever since we've seen this switch to Ramon Torres and Tavoy Morgan and Logan Jones be taking care of Craig Childs, we've seen the the Soccers offense has simmered down.
Nick Pereira trying to use the boards there. Not many players are as familiar with these boards as him.
Quick ball played up the line. This is a good look for the Soccers. Nani Mendoza with a great job getting back. Gets just enough of a foot on it. Toth, who led us into that timeout after making a save after taking the ball to the gut, goes up high for that. Gabriel Costa with the challenge. Toth is grabbing that shoulder. Not great when your goalkeeper takes such a big challenge. Costa, obviously no intent, checked in on Chris Toth there. But this isn't what you want to see, and take another look.
Back-to-back rough opportunities for Toth there. That first one, very unlucky. This second one, even more so. No intent. Just finds himself in a bad position.
I'll tell you what, there's many jobs I don't want in this world, but being a starting MASL goalkeeper is one of those. Waking up every single day, the next day with just bumps, bruises, sore. It's got to be one of the roughest jobs out there. Here's a good chance. Left off his head into the boards. Hansen has an opportunity. He goes sliding in. Toth cleans it up. Tyler John pushed to the ground. Stars win a free kick. Not many free kicks so far for the Tacoma Stars in the attacking half. It's been a very clean game for the San Diego Soccers.
Well-disciplined group. They don't make those same mistakes as a lot of the other teams in the league.
Great pirouette, Mijatovic. Whistle on a jersey pull. Quick restart. Mendoza would like to see him get onto the score sheet today. Cox, fancy footwork to get out of some trouble. You love having that in your back pocket. Correa can't go back to Toth. He needs some help. Ruggles did not drop with Correa when Mendez took over on Bram. Probably should have. No call there as Correa hits the deck. Pereira chasing back defensively, but no use. Here's Ruggles. His shot deflects. I think Mijatovic got a piece of it, and it rolled just wide. Toth outlets.
Stars very fortunate with that touch there. That could have been a hat trick for Ruggles.
Souza dances on his own. Maybe one touch too many. All the way back now, Pereira. Saris takes it away from Toth. Doesn't want to use that keeper possession too early. Stars having to play backwards. It's a little bit of a three-man weave as they're playing the ball back down the field.
A lot more comfortable, though, in this second half so far with the possession, with that high.
An overlapping run. He's getting all the way up into the attacking yellow line. Toth still carries. Plays John off the wall. John with a shot. Oh, that would have been something to get Chris Toth another assist on the year. Mendoza hit the deck off the ball, bottom side of your screen. May have been off camera, no call from the rest, but he was surely looking for something. Tyler John playing a little post-up striker. Here's Jones checking into Caceres. Caceres baits in Costa and then goes past him. John, outlet up top. Got Christian Gutierrez on him. Cutting run from Cox. Mijatovic onto the field. Mijatovic lines up from distance. Fake shot. Tried putting it on his left, but just never got it back under control enough to take the shot. Cox left footer just wide. Whistle blown, foul called. Cox a little hand checking. Easy enough to call. 4-3, Soccer's leading. 2:47 to play in this third quarter. It's been a good third quarter from the Tacoma Stars.
They've had their opportunities, a lot more so. This game has opened up, but it still feels a little bit slower than that first quarter. I think there's still more goals in this game from both sides. Let's just hope the Stars get at least 2 more than the Soccers.
Yeah, so far 5-4 games between these two sides twice. Maybe Tacoma can have another 5-4 win here at the ShoWare. You never know between these two sides. Yes, the all-time series is pretty lopsided between the two, but the Tacoma Stars taken 2 of the last 3 when the Soccers and the Stars have met up. Cerda gets past Ramos, lays it off. Childs, Toth stands up to the challenge.
Would you call him, Peyton, the best goalkeeper of all time in the MASL?
He's certainly up there, and I mean there's histories and long lists of excellent goalkeepers, and even here within Tacoma with Danny Waltman and the history of the Waltmans. Chris Toth's father, an excellent goalkeeper. If you date all the way back into the 80s, there's been some great goalkeeping, but man, Chris Toth has got to be on the Mount Rushmore of indoor soccer goalkeepers.
Just a fantastic block there. Keeps this game where it is, within reach for the Stars easily.
Outlet pass Pereira. Mendoza dashes out of the bench. He puts himself into a great position. Pereira sets up Mendoza, and it's just wide. It was almost a recreation of Pereira's assist that notched him the all-time MASL assist leader. Mendoza with a strike, and he misses too near. Here's a great counter-attacking opportunity. Mijatovic has got to get all the way back. Mendez, step over. His shot, it's just too high over the board. Ball had some serious mustard on it, and it just whizzed past Chris Toth. De Oliveira, the great pass. Cardenas. Toth, even better. My goodness. 50 seconds to play in this third quarter. You don't know if the Stars or the Soccers got the next goal in them, and Toth pushes that over the netting. He yells at his team, go get a change.
Gonna be a nervy last 45 seconds for both sides.
John, Brame, Souza, Cox, Jones, the 5 for the Stars. Charlie Gonzalez, Tavoy Morgan, Craig Childs in the attacking area. Gabriel Costa sit back by the yellow line. Here's a skip pass. Deflection. It gets past Toth. John tries to keep it off of his line. Not much he can do. And Gonton has yet another goal against these Tacoma Stars.
Unfortunate there by John. Looks like he gets his right foot on it. Doesn't quite connect the way he wants it to. We'll get a replay right now. Excellent shot. Takes that deflection. John just unlucky not to clear it outward and instead into his own net.
5-3 as it sits. Gonton's got 2 tonight. Make it 4 on the season for him. And that's just the Stars, a gut punch. Played so well throughout this third quarter. But hey, when you can hold a team to a singular goal throughout an entire quarter, you're doing something right. So now they got to write this for the next 30 seconds. Can't let in a second one cheap before the buzzer.
No mistakes here from the Stars. If they get another possession, they're going to find themselves bombing down the field, try to set up camp if there's still time, and then take a shot. Here it is.
Ball hits off the lip of the wall. Eddie Knott tries a back pass to Chris Toth, and it's intercepted perfectly. The Soccers find their 6. I believe it's Mitchell Cardenas. Yes, it is. Mitchell Cardenas has his 2nd of the season, and that's just a mistake that the Tacoma Stars can't make. This ball comes off the boards. Eddie Knott thinks he has a simple pass for Chris Toth. Cardenas just never gives up, and it's 6-3 just like that.
Cardenas jumps out of Eddie Knau's shadow there. Excellent ball from Eddie Naud, just to the wrong team. Like Peyton said, thought he had Toth there with a simple pass. There wasn't going to be much time on the clock anyway. Unfortunately, that's that second goal that we were just talking about, letting in this quarter.
And there's a little bit of commotion here on the field. The Stars won a quick handball. Correa's still asking for it. A referee signaled that it hit off the rib cage. 6-3 as it stands. Tacoma finds himself in a hole after a near excellent third quarter. We'll step aside, take a break, don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter action, 15 more minutes to play in regulation coming up right after this on MASL TV. As you see our official Tacoma Stars car drive off the field for our mini ball toss. Great giveaway that we have here at the Accesso Showwear Center in Kent. Always a fan favorite. Fans, the MASL All-Star Game is heading to Utica, New York on February 12th, 2025. Follow the MASL on social media for updates on tickets, rosters, and more. Get yourself out to Utica. Great facility, great venue that they have out there. New digital boards that surround the entire arena. It's a pretty good look. And there's going to be some Tacoma Stars representation there. Unfortunately, Logan Jones was in the fan vote. Didn't make the fan vote. And I think, personally, Cole, I think Logan Jones might have got snubbed on the All-Star Game. But, hey, call me biased.
Absolutely, especially the way he's played tonight. After they made that first change, they took him off Childs, and he's had a lot more success. Or, excuse me, put him onto Childs. And he's had a lot more success, especially with the Stars in transition. And during this intermission between quarters here, Nick Pereira, very vocal, a lot of emotion in this team talk. This game is not over yet. The Stars are well capable of making this interesting for the last 15 minutes.
This may be the third home game of the season, but we still have many more to play, and you can take advantage of prorated season tickets today. Enjoy the benefits of being season ticket holders by going to www.tacomastars.showwear.com. You can find yourself with a prorated season ticket holder package for these Tacoma Stars and the remaining 9 home matches that they have here at the Showwear Center. Stars trail 6-3 right now against a well-powered San Diego team. Hopefully they can turn things around. Right now, they are finding themselves on a 4-game losing streak, not where they want to be, include an overtime loss in that, and it just has not been a good stretch of soccer for these Tacoma Stars.
No, Tacoma only has 2 goals in the fourth quarter this season. They're going to have to do better than their season high if they want any success tonight.
Tyler John, Chase Hansen, Jamel Cox, Adrian Correa, Logan Jones are here to start this fourth quarter. Chris Toth still between the pipes. Boris Pardo, Charlie Gonzalez, Gabriel Costa, Cesar Cerda, Tavoy Morgan, and Craig Childs on the field for the Sockers. Long ball intended for Childs. Hansen chases down. 2 veterans of the game right here, Chase Hansen, Craig Childs. Craig with a bit more decorated of a career. Ball bouncing into an area. Toth uses his momentum, comes all the way out. Jones missed touch. I thought he had some space in front, but just couldn't bring it down.
Stars focusing on that defensive shape so far in these first opening seconds, excuse me. Poor giveaway there.
Jones picks off another pass. Ramos finds the ball dead center of the field. Pereira takes a little bit of a push, puts it on the near side. Mijatovic with the little tap in. He uses every part of his body to find the net. Stefan Mijatovic, I was just thinking that, wow, it's been a while since we've seen him on the goal sheet. And here he is, shows up in the moment, cuts the lead down to 2. It's a great assist from Nick Pereira, and it's everything you want if you're a Tacoma Stars fan.
Take another look here. He uses the boards. Mijatovic just in a perfect position. Like Peyton said, he uses every part of his body. Here's the replay rolling now. Backs into the defender. Stars, the perfect opening to this last quarter. Just 59 seconds to get that goal.
Now this game turns to who can get the next goal, and that's where this momentum is going to come. This game goes 7-4. It's going to feel out of reach for the Tacoma Stars. But if this game turns 6-5, it's going to be something special here at the end. Torres tries to play back for Toth. That ball's in the back of the net. Goal is called. I think you're going to see the Stars challenge flag. No hesitation. Stars are all saying there's a handball before that ball goes in. What a quick response from San Diego if that goal stands.
That challenge flag hit the carpet before there was any high fives from the Sockers. Very quick decision from the Stars bench.
Regardless, the Tacoma Stars defense is furious right now about how they played, and they let that attack come in there at that last moment just so quickly after Mijatovic nets himself a goal. And fans, if you disagree with the call tonight, you might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review with Phil Levanko and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. You might just see this play here. Let's finally take a look at this replay. So Torres tries to lay this ball back for Toth. Toth is going to come out. It looks like Charlie Gonzalez gets a hand on it right before it goes into Toth. Maybe a little Maradona hand of God action. And that ball pokes in. I think you can clearly see Charlie Gonzalez with a hand, and this is going to be a quick decision.
Tacoma has challenged the call on the field. Call is handball coming out.
So 2 successful challenges from the Tacoma Stars tonight. Excellent use of the red flag from the coaching staff. And now you're going to see that the Tacoma Stars maintain this 2-goal deficit. No more challenges for the night for the Tacoma Stars. Take a look again. I think this was an easy call. Quick review from the referees. You can see Charlie Gonzalez's hand make contact. It goes down after contact with the ball. It clearly deflects away from the path that Chris Toth was going. And then that little tap in. I think that that's why maybe you saw no big celebration, no high fives, is because he knew that call was going to come back immediately.
No, in addition, there was no defending either from the Stars after that handball. They felt very confident that that was going to come back regardless of where that ball was going.
So the Stars out of challenges now, and let's see if they can put together some sort of comeback. They trail by 2, but they have nearly a full quarter to get it all back. Here's Hansen with a flying run down the boards. Has Pereira timing a run into the middle. Pardo comes up with it, dishes out. This is Raymond.
Good.
Ramos finds Pereira. Pereira wants to strike. Good block there from De Oliveira. Whistle blown as De Oliveira pushed Pereira in the back. It's going to be a free kick, Stars. You're going to see Ramos, Jones, Hansen all go for a change.
Excellent press from the Stars there. Winning back possession on the Sockers half of the field. They're going to need to do more of that in these last 12 minutes.
Cox joins the side now. Mijatovic, Brame, Mendoza, Pereira. Sebastian Mendez stands in front of the wall, covers his face. Ball off the board. Jamel Cox was in a good area, but Pardo does a great job getting his hands on it and protecting himself.
Excellent read there from Jamel. Bit unfortunate not to have the ball come his way.
Cardenas, the most recent goal scorer for the San Diego Sockers, plays that ball back for Pardo. Mijatovic wins it. A lot of contact. Teams want calls on either side, but whistles aren't going. Teams got to figure this out and just play through. Correa plays square for Brame.
That's the type of game we want. We don't want to be focusing too much on referees' decisions.
Mijatovic faces up, waits for some checking runs, has Tyler John. John, back pass for Brame. Now it's Correa. Goal and an assist for Correa tonight. Mijatovic inviting Cardenas to come forward. Eventually it was Mendez who had made the step. Correa wants to go at Ruggles. A lot of fancy footwork, individual play from Tacoma on this spell of possession.
Not a lot of runs from the Stars behind the ball, or in front of the ball, excuse me. Jamel had to do a lot of work there.
Mijatovic now checks away, it goes deep. Tyler John, missed touch, thought he had an opportunity. Body check with De Oliveira. Hansen has chased this guy down and goes all the way back for Toth. Mendoza tries to go wide. Ruggles gets a toe poke, and that missed by just inches. Mijatovic just inside the yellow line, brings it back out. Pereira liked the pass, just couldn't handle the touch. Big body from Cardenas. Hansen wins it. Has Pereira if he can find him. Ramos might be able to. And Ramos had a strike that was destined for the back post, and I think he was looking for Pereira on a quick little rebound off the boards.
Again, that high press from Tacoma starting to find a lot more success as this game goes on. Is it the Sockers getting tired, or are the Stars having a better defensive shape? That press is having more time. These defenders are communicating.
Pereira's got a two-man wall in front of him. I think he's going to go off the near side wall. No, he lays it square. Mijatovic, the right foot shot. Deflection, and Mijatovic is going to get another. Do your dance, Steven Mijatovic. Tacoma Stars cut it to a one-goal deficit, 6-5 as it stands, just over 10 minutes to play.
These last 10 minutes are going to be very exciting. Mijatovic with his second of the night takes a massive deflection. He won't care. Neither will any of the fans inside here tonight. Take another look. Right-footed strike. Looks like it clashes off the shins of one of the Sockers defenders inside the box. Up and over Pardo. One-goal game.
Impressive stuff from the Tacoma Stars so far in this fourth quarter. Mijatovic, who was so quiet on the score sheet tonight, has not played, to his potential, what he can do so far this season. It was last year that the Tacoma Stars got him on loan from the Empire Strikers to end the season. They tried making a big playoff push, Mijatovic had 8 goals in 8 games with the Tacoma Stars. He was scoring every single night. I mean, this guy was box office. And so far this season, that's just his 4th goal. It's the Tacoma Stars' 7th game of the season. 2 tonight, though. He's found maybe finding himself in a groove. New year, new him, and he's going to start making this push, turning the Tacoma Stars around, trailing the Soccer 6-5. It'd be another massive victory if the Tacoma Stars can pull out another win in Tacoma against the Sockers.
So all the momentum's on their side now. Mijatovic with an excellent goal gets the fans on their feet. These last 10 minutes are going to be very exciting.
Phil Salvaggio on his side might be a little worried over there on the San Diego bench. Just over 10. Tacoma has been a thorn in their side. So far, Tacoma Stars are the only team who has topped the San Diego Sockers. They're 4-1 coming into today's game. So this might be the only team that can really cause San Diego some problems. And reminder, fans, this is the 3rd meeting of these teams so far on this season. They face off 6 times against each other through the regular season campaign. Ain't that something? Cesar Cerda. Correa with a header down. Stars might have an opportunity. Tyler John puts it on his right, and it's a great block away, but Cox is going to try and keep possession. A little pressure on the back. Goes inward, deflected away. Correa has a little bit of pressure from Costa. Runs this ball all the way back. Great move. It allows his team to go for some changes. Pereira gets on the field. Still have the feet of Chris Toth if you want it. And that's just a missed pass, but Correa makes the best out of it. Trying to get the second effort. Correa did everything he could to win that ball, but Tavoy Morgan kind of standing in his space. I think he earned himself a foul. Nick Pereira gets a delay a game right there for delaying that free kick restart, but probably a good move as that quick free start could have put the Stars in some hurt.
Absolutely strategic there. He'll be happy with that call rather than give up an easy opportunity for the Sockers to do damage.
So delay a game warning to the Tacoma Stars. If they do it again, will be a delay of game and a blue card violation. Cardenas goes square for Pardo. This is Childs. Childs and Torres back matching up with one another. Quick give and go. It's around Cox, but he recovers well. Ball off the near side boards. Toth comes out for it, and that's such a hard play for a keeper, trying to dive on the ball that's going away from you. So much different than the outdoor game where every ball is going to feed in off of you, but that missed shot, Toth has to go out and try and scramble to get that ball before it leaves his area. Long ball, Pereira is the target. Cardenas with the chest down. What a ball. That's a great outside the foot look and a great run from Gutierrez. I thought it was going to connect. And that's unfortunate. Christian Gutierrez made a fantastic run there.
I think if the legs were fresher, that ball would have connected. This late into the game, we're going to see players be a little more conservative with their energy, with their runs.
Ramos hits the deck. Gontan was the one winning the challenge. He's also winning star of the night. He's got himself 2 goals. He's had himself an excellent road trip up here to Tacoma. Stars back in action next week. They go on the road to Milwaukee. They're not back home until the 25th. Here's a shot, strike, Toth with a save. They're not back here home until the 25th of January when they host the Empire Strikers. It's a little one-off road game in between this next home game for the Tacoma Stars.
I missed the moment that it changed, but the shots on goal have drastically changed against the Tacoma Stars. The Sockers now leading clearly.
Great cut into the middle. Left foot shot beats Chris Toth near post, and that's one heck of a display of athleticism. Great run. Mendez puts himself into a great area. Left foot freezes Chris Toth, and that's going to send us into the media timeout. So let's step aside. Let's take a break. Let's take a look at this goal first before we hit that. Mendez is going to split 2 defenders here. He's going to have himself a shot. Jones just can't get the long legs in front of that, and the Sockers take a 7-5 lead. 7:06 to play here in regulation. We'll step aside. Don't go anywhere. It's the MASL right here on the MASL TV network.
Daytech is an IT enterprise infrastructure provider covering networking, security, and more. Email us at sales@daytechinc.net to learn more about Daytech.
The Tacoma Stars are back and they're ready to turn things up a notch. Don't miss out on your chance to see the Stars in action live this season at the Excesso Showwear Center. Experience the fast-paced action of Tacoma Stars soccer for yourself. Head to www.tacomastars.com or call 253-856-6999 to get your tickets to an upcoming game today.
Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV on YouTube and CBS Sports Galazzo Network. Alex Bastavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss all the league's hot topics. Tacoma Stars trailing the San Diego Soccer 7-5 after that Sebastian Mendez goal. Stars start off with this kickoff in a strange formation that leads Jamel Cox on an overlap, runs in one-on-one and loses possession. I think Nick Pereira had something drawn up that just didn't go according to plan. Let's see if he can make the best of it. Nick's strike goes all the way across. Souza maybe was the target in front of it, but I don't know if I would have wanted to get in front of that speeding bullet off Nick Pereira's right foot.
Souza's knees there were definitely the target, and just really unfortunate. That ball just took a little too much air underneath it. Have a bit of an issue with the carpet on this near side.
Mijatovic rolls, puts himself to the center point. There's a strike up and over the top. Pardo, long release, Morgan. Lays off to Salazar and gets it back. Morgan's left foot shot off the glass. Toth makes another big save.
That goal before that last timeout really killed the momentum here. Stars have struggled to grow into this since the restart.
Toth found himself into a double team, into some trouble. Ruggles sees that the goal's open, puts this ball high up and over the netting. It was a good look. Brahim was... So Ruggles had to go high.
What a goal that would have been to complete his hat trick. Great attempt. They can afford to do that when they're in this position in the game.
Long ball not connecting. Ramos was the target. Ball centered into a great area and finished. It's 8-5, and that is the last thing that the Tacoma Stars needed to see. Salazar maybe puts the nail in the coffin for the San Diego Sockers over the Tacoma Stars here today. 5:27 left, 3-goal deficit. Tacoma Stars will have to look to go to a 6th attacker early.
Well, we're not going to have the same scoreline that we've had in the last 4 weeks with these two sides. Peyton, I think that might be the last one for the Stars here tonight. We'll see if they make some early changes. Still plenty of time.
Things can move so quick in the indoor game. Here's Ramos, puts a strike nearly upper bins. Such fine margins. Costa has support in the center if he can get that ball down. There it is, and then that strike left-footed up and over the top. I think this Tacoma side really missing out on Moises Gonzalez. Such a fantastic player. He's got goals galore. I think that they could use a goal or two from their number 92 tonight.
So much concentration here in the last few moments. Stars trying to battle with making every possession count while also still taking the opportunities. They need to put the ball in dangerous areas if they want a result here tonight.
Pereira looking to turn. Mijatovic with a strike. 6 attackers on the field. It's Jameel Cox in the pink shirt. This is him on the ball.
Stars are cycling possession here.
Cox looked inward for Mendoza. Cardenas is going to go for a long shot, but Cox is there to settle it at the midway stripe.
We're going to see the Sockers really sit in here.
Long distance shot, and it's going to go just wide. Those ones always got you holding your breath. Shot goes wide, far post. Souza has a strike. It's shut down by Cardenas.
Tacoma bench very upset about something with the referee. Did not get a look on it.
Ramos and Ruggles go in on a challenge. Ruggles displeased. Good shot, good opportunity. Souza misses out. Long ball, Cox settles again. Just over 3 minutes, 3 goals to go for the Tacoma Stars. Correa slides on. That ball doesn't make it to Pereira. Correa doing everything he can to cleanly win possession back. Empty net still.
Great challenge by Carrera there. Doesn't commit to a foul, but still makes it difficult enough for the Sockers there to get a shot off.
Stars got to score quickly if they want a chance.
Gonna have to be less picky from here on out.
Cox left foot straight deflected. Pereira working with this ball in the air. Tries putting it into the center. Ruggles clears. That ball's going to stay in the park.
Good decision there by Nick. Trying to get the ball elevated, put the ball in a dangerous area, see what happens. A lot of body parts, a lot of ping-ponging.
Mijatovic strike from distance, and that ball is away for a corner. I believe Pardo got a touch on it. We're going to get a second ball as that ball got caught up in the netting above the plexiglass. Stars are trying to call for a timeout. And we'll finally get it whistled. So 2 minutes left. We're going to take a break, step aside. Don't go anywhere. The remainder of this fourth quarter when we come back right here on MASL TV. bongo time at the ShoWare Center in Kent. You see the fans all taking part in the bongo cam, playing their best bongos that they can. Tacoma Stars got 2 minutes to put some rhythm, put some rhyme here into this game. They trail by 3. They got the 6th attacker on the field, but they haven't been able to find great success so far in this sort of situation. They've peppered Pardo with a couple of shots, but nothing of great force, great effort. Cold Stars, are they going to be able to track back, get 1 back, get 2 back maybe within this next 2 minutes?
I think if they get any look on goal, they're going to have to take it, especially inside that yellow line, inside that attacking third. Any opportunity, any bit of space they can get away from their Sockers defenders. Got to take an opportunity.
Mijatovic takes a strike and he keeps it on the plexiglass. Back for Souza. It's Souza, Ramos, Mendoza, Pereira, Mijatovic, and Cox. Those are the 6 in the attack for the Stars. Full-blown bunker for the Sockers. Christian Gutierrez, Cardenas, Cerda, Ruggles, and Raymond. Mijatovic shot. Pardo with a good save using his legs. Ramos settles, 90 seconds to play. Mijatovic takes it on his own. Shot gets blocked away. Gutierrez now. It's an odd man rush. It's everybody out for the Sockers. Cox gets all the way back. Ruggles passes off the board. Stars keep it out of the net so far. Ruggles with a strike, and it's over the top. Jamel Cox might be caught out. He's in the net, no gloves. Still can use his hands as he's the 6th attacker. And the Sockers just play this all the way back. They're not going to try and force anything at the net if it's not there.
Difficult for the Stars here. They need the ball. They just do not have the legs to push anymore.
Cardenas under possession, sends it back to Pardo. Pardo wants to go long. Mendoza last man back. Ruggles is downfield unmarked. Gutierrez finds him. Ruggles caps off his hat trick with 30 seconds left in the game. And that's going to be it. 9-5. The Sockers are leading. The Stars' woes continue. And the Sockers are victorious on this road trip up to Tacoma.
Nothing they can do about that one. Take another look here. Great ball across to find Ruggles for his hat trick. Simple finish. Jamel wearing the pink shirt. He can't use his hands. Nothing they can do about it. This one, the result is probably over. Let's see if the Stars can put something nice together here for the last 35 seconds.
Here's Correa, top of the arc, plays back for Mendoza. Mijatovic tees one up, it's low. Whistle blown as Ramos hits the deck. It's a free kick in a dangerous situation. And maybe the Stars are going to have an opportunity here. They're trying to find themselves a goal, maybe one down the road that helps out the goal differential in the situation of a tiebreaker late in the season. That's why these goals matter here late in games, even in 4-goal contests. Pereira, Mijatovic over the top of the ball. 3-man wall, Pardo all the way out. Pereira had an opportunity. The wall came off of their line as Mijatovic ran over the ball, so I believe that they're going to get a re-kick from the spot. It's Cesar Cerda, and he can't believe that actually got called. He clearly left his line early, got himself about a foot away from the free kick, and it's going to be a re-kick for the Tacoma Stars.
Early on in these set pieces, the Stars took these chances with a lot of drawn-up type of plays. We saw them out of the timeout earlier with something very similar. We'll see if they do that here. They're a little more direct. Now is an opportunity to try something new. Experiment.
Pereira on the run-up. It stays low. Second chance effort. No, it's blocked away.
Maybe not quite that direct.
Cox plays a long ball. Ruggles gets his head to it. Ramos, 5 seconds. Cuts back. He's going to take a left-footed shot. Mijatovic, just for giggles, puts one into the chest of Cardenas, and he wears that like a badge of honor because the San Diego Sockers make the road trip up to Tacoma, and they improve to 5-1 on the season. It's excellent so far if you are San Diego. It is tough times for the Tacoma Stars. An excellent night of MASL action here at the ShoWare as always. And now these two teams won't face off again until February the 2nd, where this game will be in San Diego for the next matchup between these two sides. That was 3 of 6 matchups. Tacoma Stars fall short 9-5 at home. They now fall to 1-5-1 on the season. That was a tough test, a tough battle, and the Tacoma Stars really got to start getting things fixed if they want to